Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl Show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunya. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
This episode, I didn't write it down, 177. Almost to 3,000. That's all I know.
Almost to 3,000,
Mm-hmm. We're about to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thank you for joining us at Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Cognac, Tequila, the Girl. This episode we are, I'm just going to say it now so Cognac doesn't say it 50,000 times during this episode. There's some spoilers here. Spoiler alert. We are recapping the first 3 episodes of House of the Dragon, Season 2. We did a full season recap last season. That was like 2 years ago. I think it took for them to re-release. If you don't know what that show is, get on it because it's very good. It's a prequel to Game of Thrones that we all loved until the ending. But it's very good. Acting's brilliant. And we're just going to talk about it. And we're going to do these every 3 episodes. So we'll come back 3 more episodes after this one. But this is season 2, 1, 2, and 3. Got it? Okay. Anyways, before we get into it, how was your week, Tequila?
My week was adequate.
Adequate. Any emphasis on that?
Sufficient.
Okay. It did what it did then.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cognac, how was your week?
A lot of driving to make sure that happens.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Goodness for my brilliant.
You gotta make supplies and demand happen.
It was my brilliant idea, though. I give it a shot.
You know, yeah, no, it was your idea. It makes sense. It made sense that I got back to the old me because of the girl. So there's that.
As far as work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your yeah. Right. How was your week?
It was okay. Happy 4th, everyone. You look up behind me. I've got a couple of new bottles that we carry. Asked for them. Red Eye Louie, red, white, and blue. Got a spice rum, a tequila that's delicious in the middle, and a vodka. There's a gin. It's green. Didn't go with the 4th of July theme. So. And then up there I have Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, who was just the rightful king and queen. So, since we're talking about it, I just thought she should make an appearance.
She's called Your Grace.
Yeah, but, well, yeah. Or my girlfriend, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, before we get into it, we have a couple of segments we do.
What the fuck with the girl?
My what the fuck is, Houston, what are we doing? I wanted to bring this up the last episode, but those debates happened, so I had to what the fuck that. There are over 42,000 people diagnosed with STDs in Houston, Texas.
How many?
Pop that.
Oh, germ over here. 42,000 people. With an STD in Houston.
Like STDs in general, like
Sexually transmitted.
I get what that means, but like
They didn't
specify which one.
No, I didn't look at the graphs. It just said STDs. Yeah.
They had a breakdown, but
Yeah.
one is the sun.
Well, that's
You don't want none of them.
What, the Sundowner
nobody,
said?
nobody wants any of them, but they're not the same. I know. It's just, Yeah.
I mean, the mental impact.
What are we doing, guys? What are we doing here? No. Yeah.
Well,
I feel like, a lot of times they generalize Houston. I feel like it must be like Katy or something. I'm just kidding.
What?
Just blaming it on an outskirt.
They bringing it inside?
No, I'm just saying, like when you watch shows, it's like Houston. It's like, that's not Houston. You're in the Woodlands. Or, so, who knows? Maybe it's a broader spectrum than
technically
Houston.
42,000 people amongst an area of just Harris County being like, what, 6, 7 million, 8 million people?
I think it's 20.
Yeah,
As far as,
right.
As far as
The
traffic
goes,
goes.
it seems like it, right? I think more cars have STDs than
Oh boy.
people.
Oh
Shit.
brother. Anyways, that's my what the fuck. What we doing, guys?
You know what they doing.
Yeah, well, let's do it better. This doesn't
Are we
sound,
running
just
out of?
doesn't sound safe.
Are we
on
running
these
out?
streets.
Are we running out of condoms and shit out here? Because Walgreens will be running out of your cigarettes. So
Thank you.
maybe I need to go look at the condom sections and be like, see, this is why.
Oh, okay. Right, your local Walgreens.
Well,
All right. Anywho, that's my what the fuck. Yeah.
Condoms not promoted like they used to be. I used to see condom
yeah,
commercials.
that's
and
true. That is true. Yeah.
stuff. Even talking to my son, he's 80. That shit ain't promoted like it used to be.
Yeah. I was gonna say because
When I was coming up, that shit was big. Condoms, shit.
when you had
Yeah.
like regular TV and commercials.
And I'm
and
just
stuff.
talking about the whole conversation.
Yeah, that's
at
what I meant.
school and they used to get them motherfuckers out and shit.
Yeah. No, I remember. I had a lady in high school. She came over to promote, condom sex safety, and she said, "If y'all boys want to think you too big enough," and she blew
Oh, brother.
like an animal balloon.
Yeah.
She was.
Boy.
What the fuck with the girl?
Yep.
Now we're gonna get into our second segment of the evening. Joking with Cognac.
So,
Okay.
did you know that it was illegal to laugh out loud in Hawaii?
No.
All you can have is a aloha.
A little hard.
Just a low one.
Aloha.
Aloha. Yeah, I got it.
Did you create that?
That's the
Registered trademark with Cognac.
Oh, Lord.
Immigrant. Registered trademark.
I was like, why are you giving joke facts originally? But yeah, that was pretty funny. So aloha out there.
you can't laugh out loud. You just aloha.
Pretty good. Pretty clever.
Yeah. Ha. I'm in Texas. All right, let's get into this House of Dragons. All right, so if you haven't watched it or you're planning on watching it, just tune out, I guess, and revisit later. So, when we left off last season, Rhaenyra, the rightful heir of the throne, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what team y'all are on. I'm Team Black. There's Team Green and Team Black. We've got Rhaenyra, who is the first child of the previous king. He had named her his heir to the throne. Then her best friend went and fucked her daddy and had some boys, and then decided that her boys were the rightful heirs. So it kind of split up. It's really gross. Really gross, yeah. But her best friend's name is Allison. And so we left off with them divided, and Aemond, who is one of Allison's kids, that's Team Green, I think it's her second son, third child, he wound up killing one of Rhaenyra's kids with this dragon. They were both on dragons, and he got mad and couldn't control his temper.
He got big man.
And Aemond is the one-eyed bastard. That's what I call her. One-eyed fucker sometimes. Yeah. So that's that.
He came in there like,
Yeah.
took the whole
Yeah.
dragon and everything.
Yeah, he tried to say no, but I don't think he really meant no, because like, we rewatched that, and I think he just did what you did. You know. Also, I just want to point out for Game of Thrones fans, it's also hard watching all of this shit go down just to realize what happens at the end of Game of Thrones. All this hard work and wars and shit, and you put Bran as the king of the Iron Braun, or whatever the fuck. The roly-poly that didn't do shit the whole series. Besides have hallucinogenic.
That boy talked to them owls.
But see,
You talk to
To them
them.
ravens.
Oh, we said the owls. I was like, who, Drake? Okay.
So Versus the first, whatever, Targaryen, whatever.
That was the king, the dead king.
The king. But he kept saying
Varys.
Varys.
Yeah, I'm just helping.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this guy, the whole time I'm thinking, this little buster over here, when he made him the king,
He didn't.
or then I'm confused on what happened with that because he had a hole in his head
Okay.
at that point.
Okay. Yeah, he had a hole in his head. We talked about that
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
He was literally dying.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like a flesh-eating virus.
Yeah.
And Alicent, Rhaenyra's old best friend, the one that fucked her dad and had a bunch of kids with her dad, decided on his deathbed that he made a comment, which we'll get to when we hit episode 3 this season,
Yeah.
that's named her child Aegon, her first child Aegon, as the rightful heir. She said that he changed his mind at the last minute,
Yeah.
which we all knew was bullshit.
Yeah, but he had
and
a hole in
even
his head.
if he did change his mind, like there were like roaches basically and rats crawling out of his brain.
That's
while he
what
was talking.
what I
Yes.
was getting at.
Yeah, so even if he said that, which he didn't, but whatever. Anyhow, so we start with episode 1, and we get introduced to the Night's Watch. If you know Game of Thrones, you know that's the people that be watching the winter. The winter, because
Them
coming.
motherfuckers on the outside of that gate.
yeah.
Don't fuck around.
Yeah, we get a mention of a Stark, which was kind of cool. He said Starks do not forget their oaths. So we got a Stark. I cannot remember that man's name who was talking, who started it out.
What are those? They call the Howlings, or what they
The
call
Wildlings.
Wildlings, yeah.
Yeah, they were in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically one of Rhaenyra's sons went to go commission this man for help with the war, impending war. And he was like, the queen and the king, I do quotes with them because they're not Aegon. They brought their dragons out there, and even the dragons wouldn't cross that wall. So, he goes, you think we're just over here keeping out wildlings and fucking snow? And he goes, what's across that wall? And he said, death. Which is true.
They learned from their other brother and dragon from the other one that fell into the ocean.
No, this is prequel.
Yeah, no, I know.
How did they learn that?
Yeah, because they remember.
Okay, yeah. You're going. We're literally before Game of Thrones, so they didn't see that happen. They just knew better.
Yeah, right, that's my point. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. You know, animals sometimes are just smarter than people, even the mythological ones. If anybody wants to chime in, just chime in. I'm just going to go through right now. It's Daemon. That's the niece fucker. I have little nicknames for people. That's who decided his brother didn't give him the throne, so he was going to have sex with Rhaenyra, and that would just make him in charge. But that was his niece. Yeah. He's a problem. He just wants violent, period.
Yeah, he all the competence of the world, ghettos of the world come from him. He like straight. He that uncle. He that motherfucking uncle.
That can't come to the
Motherfucker
barbecue.
just got out home got a monitor on his ankle, and they ain't learning shit.
Cut it off
Yeah.
and just keep doing
Yeah, motherfucking gangster.
Yeah.
He one of the biggest gangsters on there.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, I don't want him at the barbecue like me. Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
Uncle Damon. Uncle Damon here, that's when people start getting
Their plates.
They Tupperware.
Yeah, that's what their plates do. Yeah, because he ain't gonna come in without doing something.
Because them cousins here,
Yeah.
you know, he don't like them.
Yeah, he really hates that he's not king. Yeah, it really bothers him.
Oh, he's pissed. He's mad as fuck
Yeah.
because he went to old girl.
Well, that's in
He told-
episode 3. Yeah,
Oh my bad.
but yeah,
You
you can say I don't care.
no, he went to old girl. I grieved for you.
Who was a girl?
His sister or whatever. That's supposed to be the queen.
You got the
And what she was grieving for the daughter.
you got the pimp.
Huh?
You got the pimp. I mean, because our listeners don't know old girl.
My bad.
Because I don't know old girl.
So Viserys, the king,
This one.
had a
Yeah, that's the one.
had a
That's
sister.
Damon.
Yeah.
But who was the old girl?
No, you're talking about Viserys's sister, the elderly.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Rainey's.
Yeah.
Raise. And
Raise.
he went to
Yeah.
Ways and said, see,
Yeah.
look, she goes, I've been searching and searching.
Yeah.
Let her grieve.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. And then
He
when
was
she
like,
went,
he said,
yeah,
that's a command. She goes, yeah, if you were
yeah,
king.
you were king.
Yeah.
And that just really itched his ass.
And then when
I can see
she
it
found,
itching.
she found what she needed to find to know that
Yeah.
her son was dead, and then she goes back over there, and he automatically walks up to her and touches her head or whatever and whispers to her, did you find what you need? She's like, yes. And then they had a meeting in the room, and she was like, will you not? She goes, you thought someone was stolen from you, and he flipped out.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's in the episode.
No.
Yeah. So basically, she basically told him, you have to give her a moment, just because she heard her kid's dead. Sometimes you have to visually see it in order to fully mourn.
So I thought he asked Rainey's to ride with me.
He did.
He
Yeah.
did.
And that's when he said that's the order. And she's like, if you're the king.
Yeah.
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 And
And
then
she said,
later on they talk because he's like, well, she's not here, he's being a petulant bad uncle. And she told him, when my child died, I heard about it, but it took me to see.
I heard it from a raven.
Yeah.
A raven does.
Yeah, it's probably Braun's dumbass. So Rhaenyra eventually finds her child's body and his dragon wing. And if you look closely when they mourn, the dragon is also mourning and
too.
cries because that dragon that she rides, Rhaenyra, the rightful queen, that was the mother of also her son's dragon. So it was basically two mothers mourning.
That means your ass in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
You got two mamas.
Yeah. Because you were mad because you wanted him to have an eye patch like you. Ain't no fucking movement.
So why you talking about eye patch?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is he's skin and bones? Did you see him laying in the bed? I was like, what the fuck is this dude anorexic?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, goddamn, you worried about that one eye, that one blue eye. Shit, you need to try to eat something.
Yeah.
For real, he's sickly.
So there's like a fan theory
I can't
going
go
on
it's kind of the sword like that.
that he actually will turn into the Night King
Yeah, I
from
believe
Game
that.
of Thrones.
Yeah.
Because I wrote it down too. I was like,
That eye.
he looks so much older than Aegon.
Yeah.
Aegon is older than him, but his facial structure looks like the Night King from Game of Thrones. So I feel like in some way, shape, or form, I didn't read this book, so I don't know. I feel like he's going to be the Night King from Game of Thrones.
The eye keep on saying yeah.
Yeah, but it's very blue.
That eye,
Yeah.
That blue shit.
Yeah.
You know, that dude need a psychologist. You know, I don't promote therapy and shit, but I think he was talking to the prostitute in bed. He
Yeah, that was his therapist.
They used to make fun of me. That boy tormented. Yeah, for real. He lost his eye. They picked on him and shit. He got a lot of issues.
Well, I think he lost his eye with the other kid.
Yeah.
That he killed.
The one that he killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't over them jokes and shit in the playground.
But to be fair, the coolest thing about you is the eye. The coolest thing about you is the eye. So you should really think, because you're weird as shit.
That boy, on my notes, that's my first note for episode 2.
Well,
Anorexic one now, boy.
Oh,
When he went into the waffle house,
Yeah,
and
man.
he started his mama hoe or whatever you want to call it.
His psychologist.
That's all.
Yeah, his
Basically,
therapist,
yeah. His therapist. And she was rubbing his little scar.
His bones and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
all,
His
all,
bones.
all of them.
His bones.
Yeah, he's skinny.
I know.
Look
His bones. I didn't look too much into that, but yeah, I give me
In episode
They
1,
just showed it before we came up.
I know.
in episode 1, we learned that the Knight brothers, the twins, split up. That's important. This,
Aaron and Eric.
yeah, they're gonna
I
split up.
thought they split up in the.
They did,
Last
but
season.
they made a point of us to see that they were split up, and why they split up, and it was because they'd been Kingsguard Knights since they were like 10 years old,
Sir Aaron and Sir Eric.
and they didn't know what to do. So
They not in your pamphlet.
they didn't know what to do. You know, I know, but I know the names.
Yeah.
That's the old pamphlet from last
Mm-hmm.
season. Yeah, and I don't need to add them really anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, once we get to that. So Kristen, you know, the one who tried to kill himself, and I really wish he did. I just call him aluminum foil man or grandmother fucker. That's what I call him. He
Gets on my motherfucking
he's
nerves.
just basically eating Allison's vagina the whole fucking season, I guess. Instead of actually being a knight and a protector.
Why you protecting the
Punani.
The Punani?
She's not queen.
I know, but he was protecting.
She thinks she queen.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know at what point she thought she was.
I was gonna say.
I don't know at what point. Yeah.
But after servicing him, or her, whatever, goes both ways because there's men that enjoy that. So they're after. Did you notice in the bathtub? Do you shower like or bathe like this? She kept doing that.
Yeah, I think she got a rash.
Yeah.
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 Well, she probably did from Sir Christian Cole.
Yeah,
that
probably.
bitch ass. You know, bitch assness can rub off on you
Her
real
shit
fast.
was hot, burning up, and that was the first night.
Because she wrapped the soap from.
Well,
from
the night before she told him that was our last time.
Uh-huh.
So he stood outside the door, wishing he was in there.
Mhm.
Man, if I was in there right now,
Yeah.
I'd be.
Giving her some
Yeah.
bitchy.
And
Give her some bitchy.
she was like, if he was,
48,000.
she was like, if he was in here,
He's definitely from Katie.
if he was in here, he'd be licking right here. So that's what I think. That's what.
But I've never seen somebody like
That's that rash.
do like this. So I know what to do with our hands.
Well, first of all, you should shower before you get in the bathtub. That's my opinion.
Well, they kept drawing her a new bat every season.
Got dragon lights and shit around there.
Dragon lights.
Dragon lights.
They got shit because they got the rats.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
and then
fucking
everything's
rats,
itchy up in
yeah.
that bitch. Aegon, the king,
Aegon.
in episode 1, he brought his son. I'm bringing this up because it's relevant to the end of the episode. Brought his son to embarrass folks
Yeah.
at the meeting. That's how you really piss people off.
Yeah.
He brought his. I don't know if he has more sons, but that's his first son, and he brought him in there to act a fucking ass.
Yeah, he
And embarrass his council, basically.
I could pop that little boy.
Yeah, I'd pop him.
I don't know what
right
that
in
little
the
ball
face.
is,
Yeah.
but it ought to mean something. Everybody got one. It means you can go pitch your daddy ball.
Yeah.
Go sit down there with your daddy.
Yeah.
Or, matter of fact, I'm gonna move. And I'm just step away from the table.
I'm gonna come back for the adult meeting.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
real. I'm gonna sit back there.
Yeah.
I done said what I gotta say. Can I be excused?
Yeah.
Cause I ain't finna play with no motherfucking pony.
No, he said what he said was is the heir to the throne bothering you?
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I ain't gonna play pony ride.
yeah. So the King's Hand, that's Sir Otto. I think it's Sir Otto or Lord Otto. I think it's Sir Otto. That's the Allison's daddy who basically took his child out.
Yeah, he's another hoe.
To a fucking king with leprosy or whatever the fuck ate his face up. I don't know what the fuck they said. We still don't know what ate his face up. He's very annoying.
Otto Hightower.
Yeah. He thinks he's the king also. A lot of them people in that castle think they're the king.
A lot of them Targaryens think they king.
Well, the Targaryens are.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm Team Black. I'm talking about the other ones.
a lot of them Hightower people.
Yeah, the high towers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything spun off of a high tower thinks that they're
But so it's divided.
Yeah.
So you got Queen and King Targaryen, right?
Well,
The rightful queen or whatever you call her.
I call her the rightful queen and king. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
So what I meant was all the people under Aegon
Yeah.
think they kings and queens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm
Shit,
saying.
yeah.
That house is fucked up.
Yeah. That house.
That
Yeah.
whole house is fucked up.
But I got a quote. We in season 2. It got something to do with Otto.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Season 2.
Remove your badge, Sir Otto.
Oh, here's what episode 2.
You were my father saying, not mine.
Yeah.
I got a lot of quotes from Aegon because he be popping off.
Yeah,
That
I
motherfucker
actually
bro.
was good. I have one too. Somebody, the grandpa fucker.
Yeah.
He goes, Rhaenyra has dragons as well, and Aegon goes, mine are bigger. Bitch, you don't even ride one. Like, sorry, your brother Aemon does. You don't even have a dragon, really. You're borrowing other people's dragons. Mine are bigger. He's like 4 foot tall too. Your dick's not even bigger.
I want to spill blood, not eat.
Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah. He drunk. He drunk.
I need to bring in Lord Larys again. He's basically like the Littlefinger of this show. He's the Whisperer. Kind of like, but that fucker.
Yeah, the messy gossip.
Yeah, He
controlling the narrative.
I call him toe fucker
He trying to set a narrative.
because you guys remember season 1. Sir Christian Cole's eating a pussy and Sir Larys is sucking the toes. Allison's just a spent bitch. This way. She's just out there. She's for the streets. Allison's for the streets.
No shit.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So one part I gotta stop real quick. Oh, you haven't got to that part.
Okay.
So
I had a side
I'll say it
note.
later. Yeah.
So, the guy that I just brought up, that's why I brought him up, Lord Larys, does he not look like Mikey Day from SNL? With like a wig on? He looks just like
That's
him.
what I said.
I keep thinking it's him,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to take it seriously.
That's what I said.
I had to Google if they were related, because they look like the same damn people.
That's what I said. I was like, wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
Sir, get back to Wild 'N Out or some shit.
Yeah, he was on Wild Now too, yeah. That's crazy. White Worm, gotta bring her up. I have to figure out her name. I just call her, that's what they called her, the White Worm. She's the beautiful,
Oh, the Asian looking shit?
yeah, Asian,
Or Asian
kind of tan,
looking,
yeah, something.
They sending her off.
She knows everything.
What is she? Is she like a soothsayer or some shit?
No, she's just a whore.
Oh.
That's what she. I mean, that was
She
her. That was
first
her words.
dresses,
But she's a smart whore. She
Yeah,
listens.
she got the info.
Yeah,
She the plug.
Yeah, you need her on your side,
Yeah.
and I'm happy she's on the right side now. But
You
yeah,
need,
she knows
you need to
everything.
get something she can get it, or you
Yeah.
need something else.
She's very smart.
Yeah. They were sending her off to on the boat where the people found the dragon wing and shit.
Yeah.
The people don't play with them dragons though. When she pulled up on the dragon to the boat where she found the dragon wing and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what they was doing, but whatever it was not important when they said that dragon.
I ain't even hungry. They was trying to fish and they were like, oh, hell no. Somebody coming for this. Anyways.
And they said, are they going to ever leave?
They were standing on the coast.
Yeah.
It was like every time down there, it's like, dragon!
All right, so the end of episode 1, so we can get to where it's about to start popping off, is basically Ramirez comes back. She's seen her child already, and she tells her council, I want Eamon dead. Did she say the head? I don't think she said the head.
I don't know.
She said, bring him to me, basically. The one-eyed guy for killing her kid. She wanted an eye for an eye, literal, a half eye, or I don't know even how that works. Cause the
head for head was the premise of it.
Okay, sure. Head for a head. Yeah. Damon again, he's crazy, and Unc is going to choose violence by any means necessary.
Yeah, that's all he knows.
Yeah. He said, yeah. And snuck his ass into King's Landing and hired a rat catcher based off White Worm's intel because she knew how to get to whatever. And
Cut the head off the boy's son. The king's son.
Yeah.
That little bad motherfucker.
Yeah. They went in there, but I put a side note. I missed, the rat catcher had a dog with them. Yeah. And he kicked the fucking dog.
Yeah. Kick the hell out that dog.
Kick the fuck out of his own dog, and he fights bulls and dogs. When I rewatched, I was like, oh, he's a fucking awful, terrible person.
That dog loved him.
Yeah. But fuck him too. Fuck him. Basically, so
the rat catchers got fucked.
Yeah.
All of them.
They snuck into the Queen's quarters while Aegon, little Joffrey, the fake king, is drunk hanging out
with his homeboys
and
on a skater party
and shit. And I'm just wondering, did anybody go, where's security? How are you? Like, you're at war, actively at war,
and you're able to get
pending war
that quick, that close to
and
the
a rat
king.
catcher can get to you that easily. Your wife and kids.
They walking right by him.
They walk right by. That's what I'm saying. If they wanted to kill him, they could have killed him too.
Well, y'all seen Bad Boys, right?
Okay, well,
how Marvin and Will get into the face
when they went to the narco house and came up as
that motherfucker rats get a motherfucker.
You want the rats?
Yeah, come get
you want the rats all in this mansion? Yeah. Chewing up all your shit, liars. Whatever you say.
I literally wrote.
Rat catcher got important drugs.
I wrote, Sir Christos is still a bitch because Rhaenyra didn't pick him. Because remember, he tried to get her. Didn't work out. And I said, so all the knights are drunk and one is fucking the king's grandma. And there's only one handmaid. And where'd she go? Did anybody see where the girl went that was in there with the queen? She just went MIA. Somebody needs to find out where she went. I
couldn't be one of them.
I couldn't either, obviously.
Yeah.
My attitude's way too bad.
Like that one was trying to braid, whatchamacallit's hair.
Oh, yeah, she kept moving. I was like, bitch, I'm trying to put this fucking rubber band on your shit. Yeah. So they go in, they don't know which one's the boy, which one's the girl, because they all look the same. And the queen of Aegon, his wife's sister, because they are siblings, by the way, she pointed at the boy and let them cut his head off. And didn't scream.
Yeah, he was a bad little motherfucker.
She didn't scream. And then ran into her mommy's room, and the one that's supposed to be protecting her was under her mommy. She ran into her mom's room with her daughter. And so that's that. Yeah.
That's why she's
screaming. That was episode 1, Anywho, we kind of dabbled in.
Yeah, my boy said that was an accident. My boy said he cut the baby head off on accident. Damon. when the rightful queen questioned him about it, said you killed the kid, and he said it was an accident.
Well, well, at first he sat there at that table and she was like, "Who the fuck did this?" He sat there like,
Yeah.
and the king's sister, Rhaenys, she looked square dead at him. She knew who the fuck did it. She knew. Everybody knows. She knows. She knows. That's why she don't invite him anywhere either. Yeah.
So Mikey Day, he went in there and said, "I'm going to question you on certain things," and gave him information a little bit. Whatever, maybe I got paid.
Yeah.
It was this. And he said, "I can't speak on behalf of the king."
Yeah.
When he comes in.
Yeah.
And obviously, the king killed his.
Okay, so in episode 2, I noticed at the beginning that Aemon, the one-eyed, let's call him Cyclops. He knew they were coming for him because he went into his room. I watched him, he looked, and he knew his room was awry, and he noticed all his coins gone. Remember, he picks up a coin. So he knew that was for him. And he didn't say nothing to his mommy or brother. See? It's a lot of treachery going on. Allison, I call her the night fucker now. She's the one with Cole. She was so upset about her daughter losing her child. Meanwhile, you made her fuck her own brother for heirs.
So are y'all on Aaron's is not Mikey Day?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a motherfucker.
Doesn't he look like him?
Yeah, he looks like shit. Like,
okay, sorry, Mikey.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He look like, don't trust that dude.
Yeah.
Trust.
Yeah, you're hilarious. You're funny on us. But on this show, it's fun you. You're not invited to the barbecue either. You
I'm like, how he get in here?
Yeah.
I thought the same way. When I first saw him, I was like, "Damn, he looks familiar," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck he get into that room?
Yeah.
They let anybody in the king's train.
I wrote a couple notes about Allison and her daughter. She seemed vocally, and this is people listen to people's words and actions. She seemed vocally upset that her daughter lost her child. Basically, her daughter and son lost her child, but every undertone was, you know what you saw. Don't say anything. Like, she wanted to make sure her daughter didn't say shit about her fucking the aluminum foil knife. That's every time she kind of was like, well, you know, and it pissed me off. And did anybody, when they had to go through the streets, think that that kid's head was going to fall off when they got stuck in that mud?
There was the part I was going to get at. So when that wagon got caught, I was like,
I hope they had a good seamstress.
They did.
You know, dead serious. That was the part I was going to get at. I was like, when it got stuck, I literally, the first thing I said, head's going to fall into the streets.
They did that queen, the right queen.
Well, that was David's mission.
The right queen. She sold the hell out of that motherfucker.
Well, in his mind.
Apparently,
yeah.
Because that's what, the minute...
I thought for sure that's why they did that.
Because they got the head from old boy that they caught.
Yeah.
Because they got the head back.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I thought when that wagon hit. I was like, oh my God, this head's going to roll over.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
Because she was already freaked out not wanting to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not a therapist of imaginary world, but she gives me autistic, but very smart. Like, super fucking smart. I think she's smart.
Which one are you talking about?
The one who pointed out her son to be killed. The
sister.
The king's sister wife.
Oh.
Literal sister wife. Yeah, I think she's very smart. And she pays very close attention to things.
Yeah.
And she takes on like a lot of emotions. And she doesn't feel like she
Is her Helena?
Let me see her picture. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's Aegon's sister wife.
Yeah.
Sister.
Remember that stage, Aegon? That he was fucked up right there.
Yeah.
That stage right there. He had the horrible teenage years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got a horrible adult one too. if he's even an adult now. Yeah, so we get to, we mentioned Damon and them at the table where he was like, do, he like a sociopath. I didn't do it. And then.
Wasn't me.
Yeah. Was it a shower?
Yeah.
It wasn't. He was shaggy at the table, yeah. So then him and Rhaenyra finally talk alone. She's like, I know you did this shit, basically.
She called that boy pathetic.
Yeah, that really sent him.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty brave of her because he chooses violence. He almost did though.
He loved the hell out of her though.
Do you think so?
He either love her or got a real profound respect because she challenged him a lot, and that motherfucker quick.
I think he would knock her the fuck out on a whim if he thought the only way he can get back to the throne is through her. So I don't know.
That boy went to the fat people house and say,
"Not the fat people."
I'm going to take the throne, and they're like, "What's
these
that?"
These are not everybody's views here.
the throne.
Disclosure. These are.
They say the throne, and he said, "Yeah, it's a big chair made out of swords." Like, dude, you want to take them with you?
Well, to be fair, the that house that he was talking about, that I'm not going to call
that. It's falling apart.
That is actually
Jackson.
That is actually that's the foot fucker's house. That's Lord Larris's house. Yeah. Yes, and he basically his uncle said, "We don't fuck with Lord Larris." That's Mikey Day, by the way. We don't fuck with him because we know he killed his own father and brother to get where he is. He's like, they died in a fat fire. We ain't had a fire since I was alive. And that man's probably 120 that was saying that. They know that he, so. One thing that I point out in episode 2 is...
Hold on. Go back. Can I go back to that part? So it's almost like invading a deteriorating house. Like basically, like it's like invading. Like I said, that it was all.
I don't think it was deteriorating. I think they deal with rain and
they don't have a housekeeper.
But
it's a rainy town.
Yeah,
it's like.
But
the Seattle of
they were like just trying to forage for what they could still get. And
no, they have good food.
They don't have housekeepers.
Yeah. No, he went there.
Or builders.
He went there to get their support. There were people there. I think that was just also we're seeing it in Damon's mind. He was having visions and weird shit too.
You really want my people?
Why he locked himself in a room? I didn't get that.
I don't know.
You know, he put the swords in the door and he was hallucinating and somebody was trying to get in.
He may be the Mad King.
I thought that fool was on mushrooms or something. I was like, what's going on?
Right.
They got no voice right there.
Oh, boy kept saying, sir, and he goes, it's my grace. You know, he said, I'm going to change my grace.
Okay, I get it now. He may be the Mad King.
Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who the Mad King is. It could be Rhaenyra. It could be Aegon, we don't know.
Because I'm like, who coming to fuck with him?
Nobody.
Yeah, he like him. Yeah.
But remember, he thought they were poisoning his food and shit?
Yeah. And that was the other thing, yeah. He goes, I'm not going to eat. And they're just like, dude, what do you want from us?
Yeah. You just showed up at this motherfucker.
Take it.
Talking about the throne, big chair man on swords.
So back to when Damon and Rhaenyra were talking. He basically told her what he really feels, which is why I said I don't think he respects her. He said, he only put you as heir because he was afraid of me.
Yeah.
And she said, he wasn't afraid of you, he didn't trust you.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So they're competing against each other, basically.
Yeah, but I think set aside, don't they have kids and shit?
They don't give...
I think set aside, I think it's some type of... Because he damn near raised the girl. She was always sharp as a kid, but she got a lot of guidance from him, I think, from the first season.
While giving her the dick? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that go a long way.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
From your uncle that you don't allow at the barbecue.
She knew it ain't like she didn't know that was her uncle.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, it's like the dynamics here. It's like.
So Damon leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I was saying the dynamics of it. It's like, so you're gonna try to destroy your whole family, and can they have dinner together or something at this point?
No, fuck that.
Right.
I'm with Damon on that one. Violence.
Then it's
yeah.
a red wedding.
My side note, I wrote a side note. So, does anybody else notice King Aemon, he's always wiping his nose like he has really bad allergies?
Aegon?
Aegon, yeah. And watch it, he does it a lot. And I'm like, do they have Coke?
He got that cocaine.
Okay, I never saw it, but he's constantly
what part of that restaurant?
Okay, well, I'm just wondering what's in their Coke back then.
I'm like, how can you be his friend, even if they're homeboys, they cronies? You know what I'm saying? They go out with him, and I wouldn't fuck with that dude.
Okay, and then so
you gotta get hard though. Remember, you try to get a dude the sheep's back. I'm giving you all your goats back. Mm-hmm. And then Otto got the voice.
Yeah. Grandfather pimp.
The dragon
all the sheep.
Yeah.
Grandfather pimp.
Mm-hmm.
That's Otto. That's what I call him. Okay, so Sir Kristen, when he didn't get the itchy itch that night, he decided to go fuck with a real one. One of the twins.
Yeah.
And basically told him it was his fault that the baby got killed. Meanwhile, it was actually his fault. And charged him up at that table.
Yeah.
And we talked about that last night. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You gonna come to me, I'm eating. And you gonna talk to me like this.
Nah.
Yeah. So.
Well, he said his cake was dirty.
I would have fought his ass in that food court that day. And then kept eating my shit. Because where were you?
Yeah.
You asked where I was. Where were you?
Where were you?
Yeah.
He was servicing the other. Red Queen, whatever.
Yeah. So he basically sends Sir Eric's brother over there to. I don't even know. Was it Dragon's Landing they call it? I don't know. Where Rhaenyra and her people are to. Poses him to kill the queen. Did nobody try to kill the queen besides Sir Kristen Cole? Like, nobody's come after her like that except for you. And he sent his brother there, and didn't work out for him because White Worm, shout out to that girl again. She should be the queen's hand, king's hand for Rhaenyra. That's the whore that knows all the tea. She saw him on her way out. The queen gave her freedom, and she knew that he was still upstairs.
Yeah, because
Sir Eric.
Yeah, she knew because he asked Eric to take her to the.
Yeah, take her to the door and have someone take her down.
Yeah.
So she knew Sir Eric was still in that fucking castle, and then all of a sudden Sir Eric's coming up the mountain to get in the castle. And they didn't say it, but she ran up there and told him for sure.
I would like somebody else to put one and two together because this must have been two places at one time.
Yeah. And he doesn't know how they operate over there. Like, somebody would be like, why didn't Sir Eric say hi to me? He normally says hi to me every time we see each other.
And why he got all this?
He normally brings a Starbucks coffee.
And why he got all this shit on?
Yeah, he likes to let his hair flow in the castle, or whatever. So basically the two twins get there and they fight each other. And this is one part that pissed me off. Rhaenyra, you're the fucking dragon queen, and you just kind of stood there. You could have picked up a plate and threw it and helped him in some way, shape, or form.
Here, look at this.
Yeah, something. She was like over there like a feeble ass fucking female. Me and Eric are fighting you together. Sorry.
Yeah, even if I can't tell who's who, I'm hitting both of them.
I'm gonna hit you both. We'll figure it out later.
But it ain't no like Dixie cups. Like it wasn't three of them. Like it's two of them.
Yeah.
So catch the ball. Like you saw who was at your bed.
Yeah.
Follow your eyes. That
I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but I'd have pulled out a rubber band from one of their hairs at least, so I knew which one was which. They had the same hairstyles. Yeah, so they wind up. Sir Eric wins. As far as we know, that was him. And has to kill his own brother, and then looks at his queen and says, "I'm sorry," and kills himself. So 2 loyal ass motherfuckers lost their life because of Christian Cole, and I'm never gonna forget it or forgive him. Good luck in any other thing you star in, because you're a bitch.
He can't be nothing but a hoe. I think the hoe. You got a hoe in his
Yeah.
A whole ass dude.
He's basically,
good whole ass
if
dude.
you guys watch Sons of Anarchy, he's basically the juice.
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy. You're just a hoe.
And Juice Hardy plays whole ass role.
Hoe ass rolls, yeah. And then at the end of that episode, Alicent walks in on King Aegon crying and just walked the fuck out. And then went and got her pussy ate again. By the aluminum foil man.
That's my notes on that.
You just saw your first child. You know, they're so important, these first children.
It's called
whatever.
service.
Okay, but you didn't hug him, you didn't embrace him, you just walked out and then went and got your rocks off again.
She got service.
So here go my
Yes.
If we left this on, here go my notes.
Yes.
I'm gonna start. Remove your badge, Sir Otto. You are my father's hand, not mine.
We're in episode 3 now, yes.
Yeah, give it to Cole. My new hand will be a steel fist. So Kristen Cole is now the king's hand because King Aegon, whatever his name is, took the hand from Otto, the pimp grandpa, and gave it to the Tin Man.
The grandma fucker.
Yeah. So the grandma fucker went around and I'm the hand now. Banged up the grandma again with his new title. They celebrated his new title.
And she should have seen that shit coming. She should have seen that shit. Her pussy, your pussy's not greater than Paladin.
And then I got Sir Eric and Sir Aaron, just period, for my notes.
Yeah.
That little scene. And then,
shout out to them.
The ugly ass King's mom and Christian lame ass fight fuck scene. What the fuck?
Fight fuck scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he pushing on him, slapping
That was
him.
when she walked into her son crying.
Yeah.
And then she went in and then I hate you.
Yeah.
Let me slap you.
Yeah.
That toxic
Tin
shit.
Man, whatever you call him,
Aluminum foil.
Yeah, that was the end of that episode.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
Yeah. So
I'll be tired of they need to, them scenes ain't pop.
Yeah.
Them two.
Yeah. Yeah, I always, have I not always said that? I'm like, I hate when I watch a sex scene and I'm just disgusted. Like, why? Just take it out. Cut, next scene. Like,
I'll be like wondering it.
There's nothing sexy about it.
Who's rooting for these people?
Nobody. Well,
Yeah, what civilian, watching this shit like me, that's rooting for these two people right here, where you want to see them fornicate, engage with one another. Yeah.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Why we're so upset doing this episode.
For me, you're wasting a good solid 2 minutes of my fucking time. I need to see who's David killing.
Yeah.
What's Rhaenyra's about to do?
Who cares about them?
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, they just show us that where they get killed.
Well, I guess next season they might just have the dragons volcano.
Yeah.
Show me they murder scenes.
My side note was, I think White Worm and Rhaenyra should fuck. I'd watch that. The hot girl. The
Indian
whore.
lady.
The whore that knows everything.
Yeah.
And who?
And Rhaenyra's the queen.
She's a gypsy.
Oh.
Yeah. I think they should fuck. Yeah. I'd watch it.
Okay.
She's the only brunette on the show.
No, she's not the only.
Damn there.
You didn't peep them strippers?
She the only brunette that got something to say.
Well,
They got
or bring
a
out
script.
female then, because Christian Cole is
Yeah, the only brunette female that got
any relevance things to shit.
that
Say.
got words to
Yeah.
say.
That means shit.
I seen a badass prostitute in that motherfucker on that motherfucker though.
Was it the one with the dress that
Oh,
was
that
a
black
little low?
chick.
Yeah, and the dress, that cut. Yeah. I saw it too. We all know it though, right?
Like 2 seconds.
Yep, I know it. And it was a dress with strings down the back. And then just the top, and the back of her ass.
Whatever.
Well, the top part of the back of that was a high ass dress. I was like, where do you get that name?
On 6th Street also too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then we cut to also, did y'all see that Christian Cole cut his hair like he was like an esteemed gentleman?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the aluminum foil.
He is still fixed.
Yeah, he cut his hair.
Yeah, he's still fixed.
But he's still.
No, he cut it. If you look at the beginning of the season and the moment he got Otto's badge, now he's distinguished gentleman. You still look like a bitch.
He'd have made him a whole necklace.
Yeah.
With hands on him. Yeah, that boy that pieced up on that ass.
Yeah.
And the grandma queen lady, her brother pulled up. He feels some type of way about Christian Cole being
I wrote that down. It said, Allison's brother. His name was Sir Gawain. Sir Gawain showed up early just to be petty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. He's like, it's crazy to me that you just came in here with no fucking experience. It's kind of how I feel sometimes. No fucking experience, and you think that you're entitled to this role.
Yeah.
My father, who's been doing it for 50 years, ain't got it, and you haven't been a knight for that long, bitch. You checked him. I liked it. I appreciated it. Yeah. Agreed.
Then the dragons had to change that tone. Now he's sorry.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I'm indebted to you.
Yeah. Shout out to Damon's kids. Here's the problem. Let me tell you what the problem is with this show is everybody's names sound the same. Okay? So Raina, that's the youngest of Damon's kids with the sister that's no longer around. I forgot her name. She basically Rhaenyra made her the dragon egg keeper. By the way, if y'all didn't notice, those eggs are the same eggs that Daenerys has in Game of Thrones. Remember, she says, "Protect these eggs. They may go dormant, but they'll be relevant." I like that little. That's weird. We call it Easter egg. Easter dragon egg. Yeah. Shout out to her, and shout out to the oldest one, which is the dragon Tequila just brought up when they were chasing him. They had to split up, and I like their sisterly bond. Yeah, so.
I forgot those was Damon kids.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Damon.
Father.
Yeah. Damon was a motherfucker. He a king. He a king. He was a king over there. That's why because of this way he was a king. Mm-hmm. That's why he married a black chick. Yeah. That boy royalty already. I forgot. Yeah. Damon, boy, that uncle.
Yeah. So,
he got some stories to tell.
But not at the barbecue.
Not at the barbecue.
Because he can't come. Yeah, so what you brought up was Sir Christian and Sir Gawain, Allison's brother, going to... what were they going to do, exactly?
They was going to look for Eric, they
were going to go see if he was okay?
Yeah, because Cole sent him in on that fucking mission.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know they were... Yeah, okay. Well, you should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
58?
58?
No, I don't know if the dragon's name was 50, but the dragon 8.
Yeah. Yeah, so Raina...
You do need them at the barbecue, though, because...
No, I don't want them at the barbecue. No.
Just flame the burgers.
Too much shit. But she went and found, while she was flying around with her dragon, she saw Cole and the petty brother running away like bitches. And she was ready.
Yeah.
But she listened to what her queen told her
not
to engage. I just want to say, I would have lit that whole forest on fire. Yeah. I would have said, I don't even know why he had the hiccups. I don't know why he burned that forest.
That forest is still be on fire.
Yeah.
It used to be burning like Colorado.
I was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Like California was burning last year.
Yeah, you know.
Can't put it off.
I think her dragon's name, her dragon's name is
y'all think about the environment?
Moon Dancer. Her dragon's name is Moon Dancer, which I thought was beautiful because everybody gives her dragon's names the same names as the people. Everything has the same name. Grin, out A. You know, but her dragon's name is Moon Dancer was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I would have said. I don't know what happened. Moon Dancer, she went.
She called,
and I didn't know what to say.
So actually, it's good for the vegetarian. The fires. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Good fertilizer.
It would have been very good in that moment. Yeah.
That's good. The trees would have grown back a lot stronger.
Or they could have just stayed out in the woods. Only you can prevent forest fires, Sir Crystal Cole, you bitch.
Yeah.
Also, side note, while you're looking up something, Aegon is such a bitch that he walked in on his brother One Eye with his prostitute. Because he thought One Eye was going to dethrone him in some way, shape, or form. Walked in on his prostitute therapist and basically said, "Oh, you're still with the same person." Made fun of him and was like, "Well, all of my knights want to fuck her now." And Aemon, that's going to come to fruition.
Well, no, Aemon's the prostitute house.
No, but that's his girl. That's the no, that's Aegon. Yeah, Aegon. Oh, Aegon. Right. See how people can get confused, Allison, you stupid bitch. Aegon, the king, came in doing that, but he went in there to embarrass his one-eyed brother. That's what I'm saying. And basically said, "All of my Kingsguard knights are about to fuck your girl," and he was like, "Well, whore's a whore." He walked out, but that shit hurt him. Yeah, and that's going to hurt the king one day. That hurt his spirit. So
yeah, he ran in there and shaming all of them.
Yeah.
So there's that. I'm like,
and then they showed his dick that was thicker than his whole body. Because he brought up how skinny he was.
That boy's skinny.
That's how he's walking around. He's got like a tripod or something. I don't know. And I forgot about it. And my girl Emily was like, "Oh, she likes Aemon. She likes the little one-eyed creep. I don't know why, but she was like, well, I got to see the dick." And I go, "What do you mean?" I literally forgot that he did walk around. But shout out to that because I'm tired of seeing women have to show all their stuff and men don't. I didn't care to see it though at all.
So you got Moon Dancer.
Yeah.
Sunfire. Dreamfire. Vermitor. Vagar.
Which sounds like Viserys.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Cyrax. Melis. And Sea Smoke. Which one got killed and went to the ocean? I wonder. Research.
I forgot now. I knew it at the time. When
those were dragon names.
Yeah.
They got a whole fucking webpage on just the dragons.
Of course they do. You have to realize these were books.
Yeah.
And so all the book readers are like paying attention. They're like, So sorry. I hope we're doing okay on our speed.
I think we are. You're doing great. You took great notes and we're following along just well. Yeah. My notes are not as detailed as yours. I just got quotes.
So Damon's seeing shit now. So that's why I'm just at the end of episode 3. He's seeing shit.
Yeah, he tripping.
So I don't know what that's gonna do now.
They better be scared for real.
He was already crazy without the mushrooms or
That one of them shrooms.
whatever.
So
You said something about what they're smoking and shrooms.
Well, no, I said not smoking.
Oh.
I said, what are they sniffing? Because Aegon's constantly like this.
So I got one more Anon
Might
quote
be crushing up shrooms.
from episode 3.
Yeah.
They were at the table again, this dreadful table.
Yeah.
You know, with the council coming up with the plan, what they gonna do.
Mhm.
Try to say they ass. And of course he war hungry and whatever. And that fool say, I'm as fearsome as all of them. And everybody got quiet and took a sip.
I love how you didn't even say it, and I just went like, before you said it. Nobody's fucking scared of
He
you.
want to be scared. He want people to be scared of him.
Oh my god.
He said, I'm as
Yeah.
fearsome as all of them. And his whole council got quiet and took a sip of their tea.
Yeah.
Nobody said, you sure are.
And I think it's because they, number one, know that is not. I mean, before Viserys lost his face to the itchies of that castle,
Yeah.
he was crystal clear that he wanted his daughter to take the throne.
Everybody knew that.
And he didn't care about pissing off anybody because she had a vagina. He was crystal clear. He stood on business.
He did.
So they're just there because they don't want to move. You know, relocating's a lot.
Yeah.
Of
We gotta move the
rigmaroles.
dragons.
Yeah, I gotta move
And
it. This fucking, you know, we don't got U-Haul.
They
at
there
this
because
time.
whole ass Otto,
Yeah.
Hightower, and his daughter.
Mhm.
Some scandalous motherfuckers made their way into the palace and infiltrated that motherfucker and opened her legs and trying to steal some shit.
And I wanted to feel bad for her because obviously, you know, she's just trying to do what her dad wanted.
Yeah.
But then you just keep fucking up after fucking up after fucking up.
That's like a bed bug situation.
Yeah.
Infestation.
I know how that works.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just,
crazy.
this motherfucker that made it in and then you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
And they just put they trying to take what they can take.
Yeah. And didn't earn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole motherfucker.
That's what I'm gonna start calling her. Queen Grandmother Bedbug. Because she doesn't have a title.
Yeah, she don't.
She's just over there like,
She fucked the dead.
Daddy,
Yeah.
Daddy, can you make them like me?
Yeah.
Daddy. Okay, well I'm gonna go fuck the night.
She was one of them maid servant bitches, braiding the hair.
Yeah,
And
she
the
was
girl
braiding her
girl
hair,
walking
and
away
she
from her.
befriended her.
Yeah.
And she befriended her, and they were lifelong. They could have been lifelong friends. So let's get to it at the end of episode 3. So White Worm came in, given the game, given the tea. Here's how you can get to her. Rhaenyra said, I need to talk to her. Because we were friends
Yeah.
at one point. And she was like, well, send a letter. She was like, nah, she needs to see my face. Sometimes you gotta just talk in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she told her how to get to her because the grandma, bed bug, fucker, whatever I just called her, I'll remember it. She goes to the church
Mm-hmm.
by herself. And so she basically told her to be a nun. And she snuck in there. She ain't got to do that. She could have just sniped her ass, basically. Try to talk to her as
Cordial as possible.
yeah, human to human. I was going to say female to female, but you're not even my equal. All you did was open your legs to my dad.
Yeah.
You're not my equal. Try to talk to her, human to human, friends to friends. It was like, you had my back. What changed? And she said, your father changed his mind. I swear on my mother. You know I would. He changed his mind. And then she said, now, this is her quote, he was weary and hard at times to understand.
Mm.
But you were able to understand that he changed his mind on his an hour and a half before he died? Knowing he was fucking crazy, they had to make a whole mask so nobody saw how fucking ill he was. You rode that train because you're a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
That's why. So she told him, she goes, what did he exactly say? And Allison says, he said the prince that was promised Aegon. And she goes, that's how he said it? Like, she looked at her like how I look at people that talk to me almost on a daily.
Yeah.
Like, are you dead ass?
Yeah.
She goes, he meant Aegon the Conqueror. He's told this tale our whole lives to us as kids.
Yeah.
And Allison got the...
What the fuck? What?
Oh, shit. I fucked up. Look. And still told her it's too late. She said, you can change this. It was literally her word standing over that decrepit man that made this whole shit start. And she gonna stand on weak ass business, I guess. And that's how they ended it.
Yeah.
She said, it's too late, and got up. So I don't know what prayer she's doing over there over the candles.
She praying this on public. They ain't got a shame. She should have like a
As soon as she told me it's too late, I'd have shamed her.
Yeah. That Damon could have came out of her and cut her head off too.
Yeah. Well, I think this next episode is going to be a problem because I'm sending every raven.
Well, one thing I remember about
I'm sending all the ravens to tell this bitch that heard Mary had a little lamb, and that's how she decided that this motherfucker should be queen.
I just remember Game of Thrones. I don't know what's going on with the lineage. I know this is the start of it.
Yeah.
The bloodline. Them motherfuckers kill for less. They didn't care who you was. Motherfuckers dying every episode. Somebody that you thought was a key figure in the show getting bumped off. And that old girl should have got shanked in that church.
Yeah.
And see what happened after that.
Yeah.
The grandma fucking
See what it do.
See what happened.
Yeah.
The writers was killing off of him. As soon as you got attached and you, I'm on his team, shit, that motherfucker dead. You on somebody else's team now. You know, somebody else. Yeah.
And a lot. What was Cat Williams standing there? Up there. And a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how Game of Thrones called me and Power called me because nobody was safe on the motherfucking shows.
Yeah. I didn't even know how much I loved them twins until that happened. I was like, oh my God. I was pissed. I was like, all right, they're cool.
Yeah.
But you saw their loyalty and you saw the piece of shit that fucked them up.
Yeah, that's how loyalty
For no
is
reason.
a motherfucker
Yeah.
because if you loyal to the wrong person,
Yeah.
a wrong ideology, this can be a waste. Be a waste.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening to our rants. We'll be back in 3 more episodes
Yeah.
with some more. And I hope, if you guys don't know, it airs on Sundays. Every Sunday. We probably have maybe 3. We probably have only 3 more episodes. That's how they be playing with us.
Yeah.
Playing with our emotions and shit. So who knows? You're welcome.
Now we're gonna get into our 3rd episode of the evening where we tell you 3,000
Not the episode. Segment.
segment of the evening, where we tell you 3,000 things about us using that magnificent book titled 3,000 Things About Me being Tequila, me being Cognac, and she being the girl. So you're gonna open it, randomly select the question, and we will do our best to answer that question.
All right, question 1613. 1613. What upcoming life event are you excited about?
What upcoming life event am I excited about? I'm excited about my next promotion.
Oh,
When it's coming, I don't know, but I know it's coming.
Oh, cool.
One day.
And that's on that.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah.
Good.
Period.
That's what I work for. So yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Copy that. Do you have one?
That's one of the things I work for. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yes, no. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That was it.
No, mine is somebody returning home pretty soon. That's very special to us.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting. Okay. I can't think of an event that I think is exciting. Maybe I need Amon's therapist. Or something. I can't think of besides that, and that's stupid. Not stupid to copy is what I'm saying. So I can't think of it. I'll get back to you guys. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for listening so much. Oh, okay. I'm excited for a Game of Thrones episode tomorrow. Yeah, there you go.
House of Dragon.
Sorry. It's all Game of Thrones. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it so much. Like, subscribe, do all of those things. Social media is important. I saw that today on Netflix. Owing Manhattan. Pretty interesting. Anyways, we love you and talk to you next week. Mwah.
Thank you.
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.